All right, everyone, well, welcome on board week 8 paper preview video. Family, friends, and well wishers or fans of UK Coupon Key, where we'll be presenting us the papers. We have very few of them on this particular platform, about 5 or 6 of them that we'll be looking at. These are looking right in front of us is the Post Telegraph. Just be flipping through the papers in general, so we can actually wind the video down very fast. And we have a lot to showcase for this week, so we'll be doing this. This is the front page of the Telegraph, where I'll be highlighting some areas for us. This, as we know now, here is the Dreamland column. We have 28 and 29. That's also commentary game 1 and 2. While 46 and 47, these are commentary game 6. Now, guess what? Commentary game 1, which is number 28, appears here. That is normal, but it appearing at this spot is an unusual repetition. This we are going to be looking into in our subsequent video to make us know what we think about it. And also, the commentary game 2 now, which is number 29, is supposed to appear here normally. If it appears, it's normal, but it appearing here is abnormal also. So these are some of the things we're going to be cross-checking in our subsequent video. Why our even week pair now is 9 and 43. Now, guess what? We have two odd numbers at this spot. So that in itself tells you something for the week. So that's part of the Post Telegraph for the week. We're just doing a recap of or previewing the papers as it were. So the next paper now we're going to be looking at is the 1-2S weekly winners. The 1-2S weekly winners. I think I showcased something for our first video from the late news. Now this pair, which is for 2 and for 3, did not supply. Number 8 is a failing to draw this particular spot. It's a tough one. While the pair of 14 and 46 also did not deliver, and I made us know why I think this game, which was good, wasn't going to deliver for Sunday match. That's exactly what we got. The only place I got it wrong now was number 3. I was thinking it's not going to deliver. By the end of the day, it was just 2 draws among the 7 games which appear at this spot, while the last card, which has these 3 games, got only 1 draw out of it. So these are some of the things we're going to be looking into when the late news comes on board as well for this week. We'll be looking into all these games also. You don't have to carry games anyhow these days. You need to be sure of what you are dealing with. So looking at the front page of the paper now, which is the 1-2S weekly winners. That's the name of the paper right there. I'm looking at something on this paper now. We have a Temple of Draws link odd pair. It's 20 target X pair 30. Now, 2030, both of them is appearing at this spot. That I think is something to look into. For those who have been using this paper for a very long time now, you can make us know what to make of it. But I just started using it recently, so I don't know much about the paper other than the late news and probably the dead games. So looking at the next paper, which is the Excellency paper, we had 14 and 42, which did not supply. And this is the late news actually. But remember, this area is where I keep hammering on. We got 1/6. Number 8, which is the Undertaker game, was repeated to the casket column. So among all the games here now, which are 6 in total, we got 1/6. Just imagine you playing a nap and force within this region. What does that tell you? You should be careful, and if possible, play low or just better still go do your forecast all over again. Even if your penetration falls within this range, which means we're on the wrong track already. So come weekend, or let's say between Friday, Thursday, when the late news is out, we'll be looking into that area as well for the new week to safeguard ourselves at the end of the day that we don't stick wrongly. So the next paper on queue now is the special advance fixture. We're on the left hand side and we have the 1-49 matches of the coupon fixture for the week, and on the right hand side we have other columns which we usually use to do our forecast. It's a purple coupon week and it's week 8, and the date of play for this week 8 now is 23rd and 24th of August 2025. We have on the right hand side of the special advance fixture such columns as the easy column. We have the high score quiz column. Above that now the expert trial column. Above the expert trial we have the shortlist column. Above that is the Lotus sequence with letter J and arrow, and that's 10 and 18. And I told us something about this in our first video for the week. Also, we have the treble jeans column. So we'll be going through some areas now. The powers of this particular paper now, to me, is the expert trial and the high score quiz column, as well the easy column. And we see some return which takes place within this region now. We have box 8, which is number 32, is also being repeated to the game 1 of our easy column. So some other repetition also takes place in this particular paper that we may be looking into in our subsequent video. For those who are not new on this platform, they know this are some of the ways we used to fish out our draws. In case you're new here, or you're seeing our video for the very first time, or you'll be seeing our video but you are not subscribed yet, subscription is free. So I will implore you to click on the subscribe button which is below the video you're watching, so that you can see more of this type of video and bring them on board. And as well, help us to share these videos so more people can get to benefit from the free things you're doing here on the platform. Subscription is actually free, so click on that subscribe button now. Or expect your comment in the comment section to make us know how you feel about our presentation. And also on this video now, we give out 5 options for you to choose for us to make the extra corner video. Option number 1 is the one banker draw video. Option number 2 is the pair video. Option number 3 is the nap video. Option number 4 is the winning line video, while the 5th option, which is the last but not the least, is the 5 dead games video. So choose one among the 5, put it in the comment section, make us know your thoughts. We'll collect it and make a video we call the extra corner video, which will be coming up very close to the weekend. And in that particular video as well, we will be showing you the late news. So we're going over the next paper on queue now. Remember, before, if you watch the video from the beginning to the end, I will be able to make you know the pair we have on queue. And that particular pair, the proof is coming from our Temple of Draw paper. We'll also be seeing the secret extra tip, which is telling us that this week we are looking likely to have numerous draws as well. Like last week now, we had 14 draws already on the coupon. So this week is looking similar to that. So looking at the next paper now, which is the right on football fixture. On the left hand side, we have the 1 to 49 matches on the coupon fixture. While the right hand side, we have such columns as the compiler's final 4 column, where we have number 40, 46, 43, and number 36. Above that is the compiler X verdict column. Above the compiler X verdict column is the super pair with numbers 34 and 35. Above that is the fortune box, number 23. While we have the 3 best draws as numbers 10, 20, and 23. Now, number 23 is being repeated from the box 3 of our 3 best draws also to the fortune box. That in itself is a very viable forecast. For those who know, they know. But if you don't, stay tuned to our subsequent video. We'll be highlighting all of these for us. So above that now we have the yellow patches, the 3 yellow patches, which are Group A, Group B, and Group C. Above that we have the 5 fortune games. Above 5 fortune games now is the compiler X selection column, where we have 1 to 21 games being forecasted there. Worthy of note now in the compiler selection column is the game 16 and 17, where we have 16 and 19. And this in itself is the number and is reverse. So the number I'm turning there now is something we have to look into in our subsequent video, if it's going to give us a draw or not. I will head straight now to look at the back page of this particular right on football fixture for the week. At the back page of the right on football fixture, we have the result of the previous seasons at the top part, while the bottom section now is housing the bottommost part. Now we have the late news for week 7, where some games will be marked here. This also is the late news, where we have the compiler's expert pair, expert final pair as 19 and 20 for this week 8 now, 2025. We also have the key column now housing number 13. And this particular spot now, which is the overseas pools compiler draw statistics column, we have letter A to P, and below each letter we have trials in those areas. So that is how the right on football fixture for the week looks like. We'll now be looking at something from the Temple of Draw. If I'm looking at the Temple of Draw for the week, this is the front page of the paper, the Temple of Draw. This is how it actually looks for the week. And this is the paper we'll be proving our pair from. So stay tuned now to that particular pair proof. But before that, we'll be looking at the secret extra tip, where from that area now we'll now be able to know how the draws are going to be look like. They are going to be numerous or very few. But I think the draws will be plenty for this week 8 now 2025. So looking at the page 2 of the Temple of Draw now, we have this particular column now, which is the Stickers Born Beware column. Here we have numbers 1 and 44. And these 2 numbers are appearing there based on the fact that they are not balanced based on team form. They are either super home or super away. Now, what does that tell us in a nutshell? Having just 2 numbers appear at that spot means we have most games that are balanced based on team form. That means we are going to be having more of form draws for the week. Then when you now couple it with sequence draw and mathematical draws, or at the end of the day, or statistical draws or historic draws, that means we are going to be having numerous draws at the end of the day. So that's my take on it. When we have few numbers in that spot, it means we are expecting plenty draws. So that's the much we can actually take. Let's quickly take a look now at the sequence that we have on queue now, which is from our Temple of Draw, and that's number 42 and 43 as a pair. All right, this particular sequence now is also a purple coupon sequence from the back page of our Temple of Draw paper, which actually started in week 36. What column are we talking about? We're talking about the Chasmoland column of the Temple of Draw. This is the column we're treating, and the games 7 and 8 is where we are paying our attention to. On an 8-8 week basis, you mark the game in 7 and 8 for one draw. So for week 36 now, 2025, we had number 42 and 15 in that space, and one was marked, which was number 42 as the draw. 4 weeks time now takes us to week 40, where it was now the turn of 11 and 21, no draw to be marked there. So 8 weeks time now, so we're expecting the fruit of our labor there. That takes us to week 44, where we had number 28 and 29, and number 28 was marked as the draw. So 4 weeks time now, we don't expect a draw there. That happened for week 48, 2025, which was the turn of 28 and 29, which were 2 dead games. So 8 weeks time now takes us to week 52, where we had number 2 and 21. Guess what? Number 21 was marked as the draw for that week. So 4 weeks time now, takes us to week 4, 2025, towards the turn of 38 and 32 to fill at that spot. So 4 weeks time, which is equivalent to 8 weeks, we're expecting a draw there now. And that brings us to this week 8, 2025, and it's the turn of 42 and 43 in the game 7 and 8 of our Chasmoland column. So we're expecting that particular pair now to give us a draw. On game number 42, we have Sweden Town versus Shrewsbury, while game number 43 is Warsaw versus Salford C. Hope we're seeing this clearly. Number 42 is Sweden Town versus Shrewsbury, while 43 is Warsaw versus Salford City. So that is actually the pair based on our Temple of Draw Chasmoland column at the back page of the paper on an 8 weeks basis. So this is actually the size of the package. Click on the like button, share this video massively, let it go viral. In case you're not subscribed to the platform yet or seen our video for the very first time, subscription is free. So please do click on that subscribe button so that you can see more of this type of video when I bring them aboard. And also leave us a comment in the comment section, interact with our videos. We really do appreciate all of that when you do it. And don't forget to choose a particular option you want to make us do as the extra corner video. What we treated on this particular video clip now is the secret extra tip as number 1 and 44. And those numbers, remember, they are teams that are not balanced. They're either super home or super away. So be careful with them as well. And that tells us that we're going to be having numerous draws for the week. And the pair we treated now, which is 42 for pairing 43 from our Temple of Draw. So that's the much we can actually take on the video clip. In case you want to reach out to us to discuss anything directly with us via WhatsApp or text message, use the number 070-820-82291. The number once again, WhatsApp or SMS 070-820-82291. Thank you very much for being able to view the video from the beginning to this time. I will expect to see you in our next video.